Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another slow, deep, reflective episode. Today, I want to talk about something that follows us all quietly, like a shadow that changes shape as we grow. Our dreams for the future. Dreams are strange things. They aren't solid like objects. They aren't loud like busy streets. They aren't visible like the faces we see every day. But they live inside our thoughts, shaping the way we walk, the choices we make, the things we fear, and the things we hope for. They grow with us, they break sometimes, they come back sometimes, and they remind us that life is not only about what we have now, but also about what we still want to build. When I think about my future dreams, I don't imagine one single path. Instead, I imagine a long road with many turns, many stops, many little moments that might change everything. Because dreams are not fixed, they evolve. The dreams I had when I was a child, becoming a pilot, a magician, a superhero, were replaced with more realistic ones as I understood the world better. But even then, the feeling was the same. A kind of fire that burns quietly. A whisper saying, "You can become more." One of my biggest dreams for the future is to live a life that feels meaningful. Not necessarily famous, not necessarily rich, not necessarily perfect, just meaningful. I want to wake up and feel like what I'm doing matters, not only to me, but maybe to someone else in a small way. Sometimes I imagine myself working in a place where my skills help others. Sometimes I imagine myself creating something, a project, a story, a business that makes life a little easier or a little brighter for people. But dreams are not only about work. They're also about the kind of person we hope to become. I dream of being someone patient, someone calm, someone who listens more than they speak. I want to be someone who doesn't run away from challenges, but also doesn't let stress control their mind. I want to be someone who can look back after many years and say, "I tried. I kept going. I didn't give up on myself." Another dream I carry is about freedom. Not the dramatic kind of freedom you see in movies, but simple freedom. The freedom to choose my days, to travel when I want, to explore new cities without feeling rushed, to meet people from different countries, to sit in a cafe in a foreign place and watch the world move around me. I imagine walking through streets I've never seen before, hearing languages I don't understand, tasting food I've never tried. I imagine feeling both small and connected at the same time, knowing that the world is huge but somehow welcoming. Travel has always been connected to my dreams, not just for fun, but for growth. Because when you travel, you learn how big the world really is. You learn that your problems are not the only problems. You learn that kindness appears in unexpected places, that strangers can become friends, and that every city has its own rhythm, its own music. But my future dreams are not all about movement. Some of them are about stillness. I imagine a home, simple, warm, quiet. A place where I can sit by a window with a cup of tea, where the afternoon sun falls softly on the floor, where life feels slow but full. Maybe it's in a city. Maybe it's near the sea. Maybe it's somewhere I haven't even discovered yet. But the idea of having a peaceful corner of the world to return to, that is one of my deepest dreams. Another dream I carry, one that grows stronger as I get older, is the dream of becoming emotionally stronger. Not cold, not distant, just stronger. I want to handle disappointments with more grace. I want to accept my mistakes and grow from them instead of running away from them. I want to forgive myself for the things I didn't know, the times I hesitated, the opportunities I missed because I was afraid. This kind of strength is not visible, but it changes everything. It changes the way you wake up, the way you speak, the way you treat yourself. Of course, like everyone, I also dream of love. Not a dramatic love story full of chaos and pain, but a gentle one. Someone I feel safe with, someone I can talk to for hours, someone who understands my silences as well as my words. I imagine growing together, learning together, supporting each other, building a life that feels like a partnership rather than a competition. It doesn't need to be perfect, just real. When I think about the future, I sometimes feel scared because dreams can be fragile. Life doesn't always go the way we planned. Paths change, people change, we change. But I've learned something important. Dreams don't have to be achieved quickly to be valuable. Even walking towards them slowly is meaningful. Even trying is meaningful. The future is a long story we haven't written yet. Some chapters will be bright. Some will be heavy. Some will surprise us. But dreams give the story direction. They give us a reason to turn the next page. So when I imagine my future, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I don't see a perfect picture. I see possibilities. I see choices. I see a person who is still learning, still growing, still trying. And maybe that is the real dream, to keep going even when everything feels uncertain. Because the truth is this, the future is not a place we arrive at. It is something we build, quietly, day by day, step by step, with every decision we make. And as long as we keep dreaming, we keep moving. Not always fast, not always confidently, but always forward.